Morning Coffee by Xnav. The Smart Marketer Talk.
You're listening to this, chances are you get it. Great products. Well, they don't just sell themselves, do they?
Nope, not usually.
You probably know that getting consistent quality demand, that's the real difference maker. Hobby versus actual business.
Absolutely, it's the engine.
So today, we're really tearing apart the strategies, the mindset, the whole playbook laid out by Alex Hormozi in his work, $100 Leave Leads.
Yeah, it's quite a piece of work.
We've gone through this material, and our mission today isn't just, summarizing. It's about showing you exactly how to build that system.
A lead generation machine.
Right. The kind that can potentially, instantly generate double, 10x, maybe even 100x more demand. And crucially, without changing your product or service right now.
Yeah, that's the hook. It's about the input.
This is really your shortcut to getting informed on the nuts and bolts of bringing customers in consistently.
And look, that mission, it's grounded in real results, right? The stuff in these pages isn't just theory.
No, definitely not.
The context is super important here. Hormozi's own story. I mean, from literally sleeping on a gym floor, hustling memberships.
Yeah, I remember reading that.
To building this portfolio of companies doing, over $200 million a year now? These strategies, they're tested, battle tested, really.
Across different fields, too.
Oh, yeah, various industries. And the numbers are kind of staggering. They apparently pull in over 20,000 new leads every day for his businesses.
Oh, okay, 20,000 a day. That definitely requires a system.
You bet it does. That kind of volume, yeah, you need to pay attention to how it's done.
So what really jumps out first is his core idea, this triangle of business success.
Right, the 3 pillars.
To make real money, you need that powerful offer. That's his previous work, $100 Reaver offers.
Which we've covered before, yeah. Crucial piece.
Then you need good sales strategies. But the third piece and the focus here is just a massive volume of leads, people to actually sell to.
Exactly. The offer is potential energy. Leads are kinetic energy making things happen. And this focus on leads brings us to, a pretty bold claim he makes.
Yeah, this one stood out. The idea that getting leads, especially through advertising, is so critical that he basically says you can have a terrible product and still make money.
Okay, hold on. That sounds risky?
Yeah.
Maybe even wrong. I mean, you think about someone like Peter Thiel, the whole Silicon Valley mantra is product, product, product.
Product is king, yeah.
Right, a bad product eventually dies, no matter how much you spend on ads. Isn't Hormozi kind of saying marketing can just paper over the cracks?
I don't think he's saying go build bad products. It's more about priority and survival in the real world.
Okay.
He's arguing that if you have that predictable, strong flow of leads coming in, that gives you the cash, the resources, time to fix the product, or maybe improve your sales skills. The leads are the safety net.
So it's like the lifeblood that keeps the business alive long enough to fix its other problems? Precisely. If you have 0 leads, you have 0 chance to iterate, 0 chance to fix anything. You're just dead in the water.
Okay, that makes more sense framed that way. It's about survival first. All right, let's unpack this lifeblood idea then. He realized early that leads, they do not come naturally. You have to actively make them happen.
Yeah, they don't just fall out of the sky.
So why is mastering advertising specifically so high on his list, like a skill worth having above almost everything else?
Control. It really boils down to control. If you can reliably generate leads through ads, you're not reliant on luck anymore.
Right, not just waiting for referrals or hoping the economy stays good.
Exactly. He talks about how his early businesses only survived because he stopped hoping for customers and started commanding their arrival through ads.
Commanding their arrival, I like that.
It's the key differentiator in his view. That ability to generate demand on command gives you the financial stability to weather almost any storm, personal or business.
Okay, so advertising is the vehicle. But what exactly are we collecting? The basic definition of a lead is simple, right? Just contact info.
Yeah, name, email, phone number, maybe a social connection, someone you can contact.
But he makes a really important distinction here. It's not just about getting a massive list.
Absolutely not. That's a rookie mistake. The critical shift is from just getting any lead to getting engaged leads.
Engaged leads, what's the difference?
A huge list of people who don't know you or care about your message, that's useless. It's just data rot.
Okay.
Engaged leads are people who've actually shown real interest. They click that specific ad, they download that specific guide, they opened your last 3 emails, they've raised their hand.
So they're signaling intent.
Exactly. He calls these engaged leads the true output of advertising, because those are the people most likely to buy. It makes your marketing spend way more efficient.
And the way to attract those specific engaged people is with Hook, the lead magnet.
Right. The irresistible bribe, essentially.
But it can't be just anything. It needs to be hyper-specific, like a case study, a free tool, useful info, something that solves an immediate nagging problem.
And crucially, there's a system for designing one that actually works. You can't just, throw up a PDF and cross your fingers.
Okay, so there's a framework.
There is a 7-step framework. It's basically the blueprint to make sure that Value Exchange, their contact info for your free thing, is strong enough. It earns their details and shows them you know your stuff right off the bat.
All right, let's break down those 7 steps. People need this.
Okay, step 1, identify the problem. And the key here is narrow, hyper-focus.
Narrow, not a big, valuable problem.
The problem needs to be narrow, but the pain it causes needs to be high, or at least very annoying. So if your audience is, say, local restaurant owners,
Okay.
don't offer how to grow your restaurant too broad. Offer something like the 5-minute checklist to cut food waste by 15% this week. Specific, immediate.
Got it. Solve a small, painful problem quickly. Builds trust.
Exactly. Step 2 follows directly. Craft a solution that precisely fixes that narrow problem.
Makes sense.
Step 3, delivery method. How are they going to get it? PDF, video, checklist, a quick software tool. Think about what's easiest for them.
Right, accessibility. If they're always on their phone, maybe a huge PDF isn't the best idea.
Definitely not. Meet them where they are. Step 4 is super important for getting that initial click. Name your offer.
The headline, essentially.
You got to test different names. What sounds most appealing? What promises the clearest benefit? A great name does half the selling.
Okay, step 5 sounds like it addresses friction, ease of consumption.
Huge. If it takes 10 clicks to download, or the thing is formatted terribly on mobile, you've just killed all the goodwill.
Yeah, frustrating.
It needs to be easy. Single click if possible. Clean design.
Yeah.
No hoops to jump through.
Number 6 feels like the core promise. Deliver value.
Yes. And not just some value. The value you give away for free needs to significantly exceed their expectations.
Why so much?
Because if your free stuff is just, why would they ever believe your paid stuff is amazing? The lead magnet should solve that small problem completely.
Okay.
But in doing so, it should naturally highlight a bigger, more complex problem, which, surprise, surprise, your main product or service solves.
Ah, okay. So it's a bridge. Solves one thing, reveals the need for the next.
Exactly. And finally, step 7, a clear call to action, CTA.
Tell them what to do next.
Clearly, simply, and crucially, add a reason to act now. Use urgency, offer ends Friday. Or scarcity, only 50 spots available.
Leveraging FOMO, fear of missing out.
You got it. Push for that immediate next step. That whole package, those 7 steps done right, that's what turns a simple handout into a lead-generating machine.
Okay, that lead magnet framework is solid. That sets the stage. Now let's get into the actual methods for promoting it, the core 4 lead gen playbooks.
Right. These are the 4 main activities Hormozi says you should focus on to get that magnet out there and start the lead flow.
The 4 fundamental levers available to pretty much anyone. First up, warm outreach. This is basically contacting people you already know, right? Your existing network.
Yeah, people in your phone, email contacts, social media connections, your existing relationships.
It sounds almost too simple, especially compared to fancy ad campaigns. But he really emphasizes how reliable it is.
It is reliable and often overlooked, maybe because it feels simple or sometimes uncomfortable.
Yeah, asking people you know can feel weird.
But it's super cost-effective, often free, and you can start immediately. Think about Hormozi's start. He offered free training to his immediate contacts.
In exchange for testimonials, sir.
Exactly. That gave him the social proof and the first bit of cash he needed to start scaling. He realized leveraging existing trust is often the fastest path to getting started.
And he turns this from just like randomly calling people into a system with the rule of 100.
Ah, yes, the rule is 100.
Yeah.
This is key. It's not just a suggestion. He frames it as a non-negotiable daily habit.
A habit. Okay.
It means you commit to interacting with 100 people from your warm network every single day. Emails, calls, DMs, whatever.
100 a day. That's a lot.
It is. But the goal is volume and consistency. It turns outreach into a process, not just a task you do when you feel like it. It relies on the law of large numbers.
Meaning if you reach out to enough people, some have to say yes, or at least respond.
Pretty much. Even if your conversion rate is tiny, 100 daily contacts will yield results over time, regardless of market ups and downs.
But wait, does that kind of volume kill the personalization? Isn't warm outreach supposed to be, well, warm and personal?
That's the balancing act.
Yeah.
You must personalize it somehow. Reference a recent post they made, a job change, something specific you know about them. That's the warm part.
Okay.
But the ask itself, the reason for reaching out, can be somewhat standardized once you have their attention. He stresses personalizing the intro, but the commitment is to the volume.
Got it. Personal hook, consistent volume. And the mindset he suggests here is really interesting too. It's about removing the fear of hearing no.
Yeah, that mantra. Yeses give me opportunity. Nos give me feedback. Either way, I win.
I like that. It reframes rejection.
Completely. It turns no into data. If 99 people say no, well, that's 99 data points telling you something might be off with your message, your offer, maybe who you're targeting.
So you learn and adjust.
Exactly. It allows you to keep going, keep hitting that 100 target without getting discouraged by the immediate results, because you know the persistence itself will eventually pay off.
Okay, playbook 2 takes us into the public sphere. Posting free content. He apparently used to think content was just kind of temporary, a time drain.
Yeah, initially he didn't see the long-term value,
Yeah.
but then he had this big realization about what the real compounding asset is when you create content.
And it's not the content itself.
Nope. The videos, the posts,
Yeah.
the articles, they're the tools. The real compounding asset is the audience you build with that content.
Ah, okay. The audience.
Posting free stuff consistently grows a warm, engaged group of people who know you, like you, trust you. And you can reach that audience again and again, often across different platforms. Once you have attention, monetization follows.
He pushes hard for volume over perfection here, especially when you're starting out. He said posting way more content led to huge growth for him.
He does advocate for that, yeah. Go hard on volume initially. His experience was that more content directly correlated with faster audience growth. Get seen first.
But that feels like another point where there might be some nuance,
Yeah.
right? Just churning out tons of stuff.
Absolutely. And the source material itself kind of flags this tension. While sheer volume definitely helps with initial discovery, getting noticed by algorithms on platforms like TikTok or Instagram Reels.
Yeah, they love frequency.
Right. But you have to think long-term too. Groups like the Content Marketing Institute often argue that while reach matters, building lasting brand credibility, trust, loyalty, that requires depth and quality.
So quantity gets you found, but quality gets you trusted and paid.
That's a good way to put it. Volume is probably necessary until you find what works your niche, your format. But once you have some visibility, you need to shift focus towards making the content genuinely valuable and high quality.
Otherwise, people find you, but they don't stick around or respect you enough to buy.
Exactly. 10 mediocre posts a day might get initial views, but probably won't sell a high-ticket offer down the line.
Okay.
So it's maybe volume then quality, or finding a balance.
Okay, that makes sense. Volume for discovery, quality for retention. And to make good content, even at volume, he gives a specific structure. Hook, retain, reward.
Yeah, the content unit structure. It's simple but powerful. The hook is job number 1. You have maybe 2 seconds to stop someone scrolling.
2 seconds. Wow.
It's brutal out there. The goal, he says, is to harness the cocktail party effect and cut through all the noise.
How do you do that?
Compelling topics, using recency, what just happened, relevancy, are you dealing with X, or even absurdity, the craziest thing I did that worked, something that grabs attention immediately.
Okay, so you've hooked them, then you have to retain them, keep them watching or reading.
Right, and the key here is curiosity. Structure your content to keep them wondering what's next.
Like how?
Using this 5 ways to, steps, step 1, step 2. Telling a story that hasn't finished yet. Asking questions that the content promises to answer later. You're basically pacing the value delivery so they have to stick around till the end.
Makes sense. Keep them engaged. And the final part is the reward.
The payoff. It has to deliver on the promise made in the hook. If you promise 5 tips, deliver 5 great tips. It needs to be satisfying.
And ideally make them want more.
Exactly. Good reward builds trust, encourages shares, and makes them come back. That's how the audience becomes that compounding asset, driving organic leads.
But okay, the big question with content, monetization, all this giving away free value.
Yeah.
When do you actually ask for something? How do you sell without being annoying?
The give.ask ratio. This is critical.
The ratio.
He says success here hinges on giving way more than you ask. You need to provide significantly more value content than promotional content.
Is there a specific number?
The recommendation is a ratio of 3.5.1 to 4.1. So for every one time you ask for a click, a sign up, a sale, You should have delivered around 4 pieces of pure value first.
4 pieces of give for every 1 piece of ask.
Roughly, yeah. The ideal scenario, he jokes, is give until they ask you.
Ah, okay. Saturate them with value?
Pretty much. But when you do need to make that direct ask, that commercial, you integrate it strategically.
How?
2 main ways. Integrated offers, where the ask is woven naturally into the value content like a quick mention in a video. Or intermittent offers, which are basically standalone ads or posts clearly marked as promotional. These can work well, especially on platforms built for shorter content.
But don't overdo the asks. Stick to the ratio.
Definitely. Break that ratio too often, and your engaged audience will quickly become a cynical, turned-off audience.
Okay, Playbook 3 brings us back to direct contact, but this one sounds harder. Cold outreach. Reaching out to people who have zero idea who you are.
Yeah, this is the grind. He really leaned on this during the pandemic when paid ads got unpredictable.
So it's reliable even when other channels wobble.
That's the big advantage. It's a pure numbers game, yes, relies heavily on effort and consistency, but it's independent of algorithms, ad costs, platform changes. You control the input.
Okay, control is good, but it's tough. He points out 3 main challenges with cold outreach.
He does, and provides solutions for each.
Let's take the first 2, getting the contact info and then figuring out what to actually say.
Challenge 1, obtaining contact information. Solution, build highly targeted lists. Don't just buy some generic list. Identify the exact type of person, role, or company you want to reach. Specificity is key.
So quality of list over quantity.
Absolutely. Challenge 2,
Yeah.
crafting compelling messages. Remember, these people don't know you. You have 0 trust, 0 goodwill.
So you can't just ask for a meeting right away.
No way. You have to provide what he calls big, fast value right up front in that first message.
Big, fast value. What does that look like in a cold email or DM?
It means personalization and extreme value density, delivered quickly. The message needs to look like it was written just for them. Mention something specific, their company's recent news, a post they made.
Okay, show you did your homework.
Right, and then immediately offer something valuable for free with no commitment needed. Maybe a quick diagnostic, a relevant insight, a useful template related to their field. Establish credibility in sentence 1. Brevity is key too.
Get in, provide value, get out. And the third challenge, scaling it up and following up. Cold outreach isn't usually a one-touch thing, is it?
Rarely. That's challenge 3. Increasing volume and managing follow-up. Persistence is everything in cold outreach.
So how do you manage that without going crazy?
The solution involves using tools automation to manage the volume and, crucially, the follow-up sequences. Most people don't say yes on the first email, or the second, or the third.
Right, timing matters.
Exactly. People respond when the timing is right for them, when their pain point becomes urgent. Consistent, automated follow-up maximizes your chances of hitting that moment. He suggests it often takes 5, maybe even more, touches before a cold lid warms up.
Right, the final core method, Playbook 4, running paid ads. This is the one that offers potentially massive immediate scale, but it requires a different mindset about spending money.
Totally different. He's very aggressive here. Advertising, he says, is the only casino where, with enough skill, you become the house.
Become the house, okay.
When you know what you're doing, it's not gambling. It's trading money for predictable reach to a cold audience. The volume potential is just unmatched.
He has that famous story about his first big win with ads back in 2013, right? For that gym owner, Sam?
Yeah, the 6-week challenges story.
Yeah.
It's foundational for his whole approach.
What happened there?
He created a really simple Facebook ad campaign for this gym's 6-week transformation challenge. It wasn't fancy, but it was direct and compelling.
And it worked.
It worked like crazy, generated huge sales, way more than the ad spend, almost immediately. But the bigger deal was that this simple campaign model got copied and used by thousands of other gyms. It became like the biggest promotion in the fitness industry for almost a decade, generating supposedly $1.5 billion in sales.
Wow, from one simple, effective ad structure.
Exactly. The lesson isn't about that specific ad, but about the incredible leverage you get from one single, efficient, well-crafted, paid ad campaign.
Okay, so how do we replicate that kind of efficiency? He lays out 4 steps for creating ads that actually convert.
4 key steps. Step 1, choosing where to advertise. Sounds obvious,
Yeah.
but it's crucial.
Go where your people are.
Go where your target audience hangs out online, yes, but also where they're in the right mindset to see an ad from you. Someone scrolling LinkedIn might be open to a business checklist.
But maybe not a funny cat video ad.
Exactly. Match the platform and the mindset. Step 2, getting the right audience. This is maybe the most critical part. Sophisticated targeting. As Hormozi puts it, the right message to the wrong audience will fall on deaf ears. You need to use the platform's tools, lookalikes, demographics, interests to make sure your ad only shows up to people likely to care about the problem your lead magnet solves.
Waste less money, get better results.
Precisely.
Oh.
Step 3, crafting an effective ad. The ad created itself needs structure.
Like the content structure.
Similar logic. It needs 3 parts.
Yeah.
First, a call out, grab their attention immediately. This could be a direct label, hey sauce founders, or a question they'll say yes to, tired of low conversions.
Okay, calling out.
Second, value. Clearly state the benefit of your lead magnet. What do they get? And make it sound easy, low risk. They need to instantly grasp the upside.
Got it. And third.
A clear call to action, CTA. Tell them exactly what to do next. Click here, download now. The ad should actively attract the right people and, just as importantly, repel the wrong people.
Repel the wrong people. Interesting.
Yet, don't try to appeal to everyone. Be specific. And that leads to step 4, the whole point. Getting permission to contact.
Capturing the lead.
Right. The ad needs to send them somewhere to actually give you their info, usually a dedicated landing page.
And that page needs to match the ad.
Seamlessly, visually, the language, the promise.
Yeah.
It all needs to align perfectly. If the ad promised a free calculator, the landing page better deliver that calculator instantly in exchange for their email. Minimize friction, maximize conversion. That's the goal.
Okay, we've got the core 4 methods for getting leads. But just getting some leads isn't the $100 leads game, is it? The next part is about scaling these systems up.
Exactly. And this is where the focus shifts dramatically. It becomes less about creativity and almost entirely about cold, hard math and efficiency.
Efficiency over creativity.
Totally. The only metric that matters now is return on investment, ROI. The mindset he pushes is incredibly simple, almost blunt. If you're making back more money than you spent on ads, even if it's just 1 penny more, the answer's simple. Spend as much money as you possibly can.
Spend as much as you can. Won't you run out of people or something?
Eventually, maybe.
Yeah.
But you spend as much as you can until you hit a real constraint, like your team literally cannot handle any more new customers without quality dropping. Pour fuel on the fire.
Okay, aggressive. This leads to his 3 phases of scaling ads.
Right. Phase 1, track money.
Non-negotiable first step.
Absolutely mandatory. Before you spend seriously on ads, you must have accurate tracking in place. You need to know exactly which ad brought which lead, how much it cost, and what that lead is worth over time. If you can't track it, you can't scale it.
Makes sense. Phase 2 sounds painful. Lose money.
Yeah, it sounds wrong, doesn't it? But it's expected. You will lose money when you first start testing new ads, new audiences, new creatives.
That's the cost of learning.
It's exactly that. Think of it as tuition, or R&D. He suggests budgeting maybe double what you earn from a new customer for initial testing. The goal of this losing money phase isn't just to lose money.
No, hopefully not.
It's to systematically test lots of ideas, to find the tiny percentage, maybe 1%, of ads that are actually winners, the ones that are profitable.
Find the needles in the haystack.
Exactly.
Right.
And once you find those winners, you move to phase 3, print money.
Oh, that sounds better.
Once you have ads that are demonstrably profitable, you turn the spending dial up, way up. Maximize the budget on those proven winners. Your ad campaigns now become essentially a money printing machine.
Limited only by your capacity to actually serve the customers coming in?
Right. Don't scale so fast you break your business operations. That's the main constraint.
Okay, so how do you know if an ad is printing money? What's the key metric, the benchmark for efficiency?
It comes down to one crucial ratio. Lifetime gross profit, LTGP, versus customer acquisition cost, SAC.
LTGP to SAC, break that down.
Okay, CAC is simple. How much does it cost you, on average, to acquire one new paying customer? Include ad spend, sales commissions, everything.
Got it. And LTGP?
Lifetime gross profit. How much total profit, not revenue profit, do you expect to make from that average customer over their entire relationship with you?
Okay, so profit over their lifetime versus cost to get them. What's a good ratio?
The source is adamant. A healthy ratio needs to be greater than 3.1.
3 to 1. So if it costs me $100 to get a customer,
You need to be making at least $300 in gross profit from them over their lifetime.
what if it's lower, like 1.1?
1-to-1 means you're just breaking even on the acquisition. That's a fragile business, super risky. 3-to-1 gives you margin to reinvest in more ads, cover overhead, handle bumps in the road, and actually profit and scale.
And if your ratio sucks, say it's 2.1,
You have two main levers to pull. If your CAC is too high, $150 instead of $100, you need to fix your advertising. Better ads, better targeting, better landing pages.
okay, lower the acquisition cost.
Or if your LTGP is too low, $200 instead of $300, you need to fix your business model, raise prices, add upsells, improve retention, sell them more things over time.
Got it. Fix the ads or fix the back-end offer.
Exactly. That ratio dictates where the problem lies.
But here's a potential issue. Even with a great 3.1 ratio, if that $300 profit takes like 6 months or a year to actually come in,
You have a major cash flow problem today. You're spending $100 now, but not getting the profit back for ages.
yeah.
How do you keep funding the ads?
Right. How do you solve that?
This is where client-financed acquisition comes in. It's a really clever concept.
Client-financed acquisition.
Okay, the strategy is to structure your initial sale, your offers, your payment plans, whatever, so that you make enough profit up front, ideally within the first 30 days, to completely cover your initial CAC.
Get your ad money back almost immediately from the new customer.
Exactly. Let's use an example. Say your CAC is $50 to get someone to sign up for a free trial.
Okay.
Maybe on day 3 of the trial, you offer an optional but highly recommended $97 setup accelerator package. Or maybe there's an immediate upsell to a $150 resource bundle they need to succeed.
Ah, so you get cash up front.
Right. If you collect $97 or $150 up front, that more than covers your $50 C case right now. You've instantly recouped your ad spend plus made some profit.
And then you can immediately put that $50 back into ads to get the next customer.
Bingo. You're recycling the cash instantly. The clients themselves are effectively funding the acquisition of the next wave of clients. This removes the cash flow bottleneck and allows for potentially limitless scaling, as long as the numbers work.
Okay, client-financed acquisition is smart for scaling ads. But there's another huge lever. Leveraging the customers you already have. Referrals.
Oh yeah, Hormozi is huge on this. He says flat out, nothing scales like word of mouth.
Nothing scales like word of mouth. Why is it so powerful?
Think about it. Referral leads are basically pre-sold by their friend. They come in with high trust. They often pay more, hassle less.
And the best part,
The customer acquisition cost is usually zero. It's pure, compounding, exponential growth.
he had that crazy story about realizing they were making huge money from referrals even when they turned off their ads completely.
Yeah, the zero ad revelation. They shut down all paid ads for a period just to see what happened and discovered they were still bringing in something like $500,000 a week,
$500,000 a week, just from word of mouth.
purely from existing customers recommending them. That's when they truly realized the insane power of referrals.
Okay, so if it's that powerful, why aren't all businesses drowning in referrals? Why does it fail so often?
He points to two main reasons. First, and maybe the hardest to admit, your product quality just isn't good enough.
Ouch.
If your product or service is just okay, just adequate, people aren't going to risk their own reputation by recommending it enthusiastically. It needs to deliver a remarkable, surprising result.
Needs to be worth talking about.
Exactly. The second reason is simpler: the failure to ask. Businesses just sit back and hope referrals happen passively. They don't build a system for encouraging and asking for them.
So you need a great product. A&D need to actively ask.
Yes, and the way to make asking easy and natural is to systematically build goodwill for referrals, focusing on delivering amazing value after the initial sale.
Value after the sale. Okay, he gives 6 ways to do this. Let's hit the big ones.
For sure. It's all about making the customer's journey amazing. First, setting better expectations. Basically, under-promise and over-deliver,
Classic advice.
but critical. If you say results take 90 days, blow them away by delivering clear wins in 60, or even 30. Surprise them positively.
Yeah.
Second, decreasing time delay for wins.
Gives them value faster.
Much faster. The quicker they experience the benefit of buying from you, the sooner they'll feel good about it, and the more likely they are to talk about it. Speed up onboarding, get them that first aha moment ASAP.
Makes sense. What's another key one?
Decreasing customer effort. This is huge. If your product is confusing, or getting support is a nightmare, or using the thing just feels like hard work, you're destroying goodwill.
Yeah, friction kills enthusiasm.
Totally. Hormozi stresses you need to constantly look for ways to simplify things for the customer. Make it effortless. Make the value obvious. When the experience is smooth and the results are great, recommending you feels natural, not forced.
That focus on the post-sale experience is really what turns a happy customer into an active promoter.
It really is. And that ties back to his powerful statement. An amazing product turns every customer into a lead getter. They become your unpaid sales force.
Okay, scaling also means you can't do it all yourself. We need to leverage other people, starting with employees.
Right. The old saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Delegation is key to real scale.
How do employees fit into the lead gen machine?
Once they're properly trained, they become replicators of those core 4 methods. You hire someone to handle warm outreach consistently, someone to manage the paid ads, someone to create the content.
So they execute the systems you've built.
Exactly. And as they take over these core functions, the business becomes less dependent on you, the founder. That's how you turn your business from just a high-paying job into a real, valuable, potentially sellable asset.
Makes sense. But training them effectively is crucial. He gives a framework for that, the 3Ds.
Yeah, 3Ds of delegation. Simple but effective. First, document the process. Create detailed SOPs, checklists, step-by-step guides for how to do the task correctly. Codify it.
Get it out of your head and onto paper.
Right. Second, demonstrate. Actually show the employee how to do it. Walk them through it, explain the nuances, let them watch you.
Okay, show, don't just tell.
And third, have them duplicate it. Let them do the task, provide feedback, let them practice until they master it, and can get consistent results without your direct supervision.
Document, demonstrate, duplicate. And you measure their success how?
Same way you measure ad success, essentially. Compare the cost, their salary, against the results, leads generated, revenue influenced. You need to ensure their contribution to that LTGP. Jack's ratio positive. Is the employee generating more value than they cost?
Got it. Treat payroll like an investment. Okay, next leverage point. Agencies. This can be tricky.
Very tricky. But Hormozi has an interesting take. He tells a story about paying an agency $6,000.
Yeah.
But his main goal wasn't just to get them to run ads for him. It was to pay them to teach him how to run ads himself.
Pay for education, not just execution. That's a smart twist.
It's a high leverage move.
Yeah.
He realized agencies often have their own priorities. They might treat your account as just one of many. Long term, you're often better off mastering the skill yourself.
So how did he approach it?
He was upfront. Told the agency, look, I want you to run this, but I also want to learn exactly how you're doing the retargeting, the pixel stuff, everything. My goal is to take this in-house eventually. He set clear deadlines for learning specific things.
So use the agency as a paid accelerator for your own skills.
Exactly. That $6,000 investment, he figures, saved him millions later because he actually learned the critical skill instead of just outsourcing it forever.
That's a powerful reframe for working with agencies. Okay, final leverage point. Affiliates and partners.
Right. These are other businesses, or sometimes individuals, who promote your products or services to their audience in exchange for a commission.
Like an external sales force, you only pay when they make a sale.
Pretty much. It's incredibly high leverage because you tap into their existing trust and reach. You're building an army of lead getters.
How do you build a good affiliate program?
First, identify the right affiliates. Look for businesses or influencers who serve a similar audience to yours, but aren't direct competitors. There needs to be overlap and alignment.
Okay, find the right partners.
Then, offer them a compelling deal. Good commission rates, maybe performance bonuses, make it worth their while. And crucially, he says, you have to treat them like customers.
Treat your affiliates like customers. How so?
Keep them engaged. Give them support, resources, clear communication. Get them excited about your product and your launches. They need nurturing, just like customers do. A good affiliate launch often has planned phases, like a whisper phase to build buzz, a tease phase, then the main shout to maximize their promotional efforts.
We've covered the methods, the systems, the scaling, the people. The final piece holding it all together is the mindset, the engine driving all this activity.
Absolutely. Because none of this works without consistent, massive action. And that requires a certain way of thinking.
He talks about a pivotal moment for him at an entrepreneur event.
Yeah, he was feeling kind of inadequate listening to these super successful people until one speaker revealed their secret.
Which was?
It wasn't some magic tactic. It was that they treated their advertising budget not as an expense, but as an educational investment. They deliberately spent huge amounts on testing, expecting most of it to fail.
Failure was just data collection, the cost of learning what works.
Exactly. That flipped a switch for Hormozi. He realized he wasn't spending nearly enough on learning. He internalized that idea. You either win or you learn. There's no real losing if you learn from it.
So that motivated him to actually spend more.
Way more. He apparently tripled his testing budget immediately and started trying everything much more aggressively. He wasn't afraid of losing money on ads anymore because he reframed it as tuition for becoming a top-tier entrepreneur.
That's a powerful shift. Win or learn.
And that focus on learning through doing ties into his core message about effort. Most people just dramatically underestimate the sheer volume of work needed.
Yeah, we think we're working hard, but
We're often not even close to the level required for breakthrough results, according to him. You can't just commit to trying or putting in time. You have to commit to hitting specific outcomes.
this is the open to goal concept.
Exactly. It's a subtle but critical shift. Don't just say, I'll work on warm outreach for 3 hours today. That lets you off the hook if you're unproductive.
Right, you can just stare at the screen for 3 hours.
Instead, you commit to the outcome. I will complete 100 personalized outreach actions today, period.
Regardless of how long it takes.
Regardless. If it takes you 4 hours, great. If you run into problems and it takes 8 hours, well, you work 8 hours. You do whatever it takes to hit the goal.
It forces a higher level of effort and problem solving. You can't hide behind time spent.
Exactly. It burns the boats, as they say. Makes quitting harder. You're committed to the result, not just the clock.
And this relentless focus on hitting the volume, hitting the goal day after day, that's what guarantees success eventually.
That's the core belief. Persistence pays. He uses this fable about a dice rolling game to illustrate it.
How does that work?
Basically, in the game, getting a green result, a success on any single roll, is uncertain, maybe unlikely. But the rules guarantee that if you just keep rolling the dice enough times, you will accumulate greens. The overall outcome is inevitable with enough attempts.
So don't focus on the result of each individual outreach or ad test.
Focus on the rolling, the volume. His conclusion is simple. The more I roll, the more greens I get. You cannot lose if you do not quit. Persistence, driven by that commitment to outcome, is the ultimate strategy. #tag outro. So if we boil down this whole $100 leads machine playbook, it's really about systematic execution, isn't it? It's not about waiting for some genius idea.
No, it seems much more methodical.
You got to master those core 4 methods. Warm outreach, content, cold outreach, paid ads. Pick the ones that fit, build systems around them, then use the scaling levers, employees, agencies, smartly, affiliates, to amplify your efforts. And all the while, you're obsessively tracking that LTGP-PC CAC ratio.
Keeping an eye on efficiency, making sure the machine is profitable.
Exactly. And driving it all is that mindset. Massive volume. Treat testing as learning, commit to outcomes, and just don't quit.
That is a ton of actionable stuff we've covered. So for you, the learner listening right now,
Yeah.
here's a challenge.
Yeah, put it in practice.
Pick one. Just one of those core 4 methods that resonates with you or fits your current situation. Maybe it's finally getting serious about posting content regularly. Maybe it's committing to that warm outreach rule of 100.
Just pick one to start.
And apply that open to goal concept for the next 100 days. Commit to a specific measurable daily outcome for that one method. Track it, hit it, every day, see what happens. Treat the inevitable struggles as data, as learning.
100 days of focused action, it can change things.
Definitely. And we'll leave you with one last thing to chew on, a final provocative thought. It builds on that idea from the source material. An amazing product turns every customer into a lead getter.
Right, the referral engine.
So imagine this scenario. For the next year, you're forced to run your business with only one single customer. That's it. Your only possible path to getting more customers is if that one person refers all their friends, family, colleagues.
Wow, okay. High stakes for that one relationship.